Florida's Turnpike Enterprise welcomes you to the public hearing for the Turnpike widening from south of State Road 408 to State Road 50, Project Development and Environment, or PD&E Study. The proposed improvements will widen Florida's Turnpike mainline and modify the interchanges. This hearing is being held to provide you the opportunity to comment on this project. This public hearing provides multiple participation options. The virtual public hearing is being held on Monday, August 7th at 12 p.m. Members of the public can participate via the GoToWebinar system or using their telephone. The in-person public hearing is being held on Monday, August 7th, starting at 5:30 p.m. at the Florida's Turnpike Enterprise Headquarters. The same information is being presented at each meeting, and verbatim transcripts will be made of all oral proceedings. The public hearing video will be posted to the project website, and a link to the video will be provided by email to all persons that registered. If you do not hear the audio, please check your computer speaker settings using the control panel. If you still experience problems, try disconnecting and reconnecting to the GoToWebinar. If you happen to experience technical issues during the meeting, please send an email to tpk.state.fl.us to report it. Turnpike staff will do their best to assist you. We will follow this agenda, starting first with the purpose of the public hearing and how you can provide input. We will then review preferred and no-build alternatives and the associated environmental impacts, and then we will open the public comment period. The purpose of this public hearing is to share information with the general public about the proposed improvements, its conceptual design, all alternatives under study, access management changes, and the potential beneficial and adverse social, economic, and environmental impacts. The public hearing also serves as an official forum, providing an opportunity for members of the public to express their opinions and concerns regarding the project. There have been various opportunities for the public to provide input on this project. An in-person public kickoff open house was held on March 10, 2020. 55 people attended the open house and 5 comments were submitted. A virtual alternatives public information meeting was held on August 10, 2021, and an in-person alternatives public information meeting was held on August 12, 2021. A total of 108 people attended the combined alternatives meetings, and 77 written comments were received. Whether attending the meeting virtually or in person, you have the option to submit verbal or written comments. Every comment method carries equal weight. While comments and questions will be accepted at any time, those submitted or postmarked by August 17th will become part of the official public hearing record. We will respond to all comments and questions in writing at a later date. This public hearing was advertised consistent with the federal and state requirements shown on the slide. The proposed project is being developed in accordance with the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Under Title VI of the Civil Rights Act, public participation is solicited without regard to race, color, national origin, age, sex, religion, disability, or family status. Persons wishing to express their concerns about Title VI may do so by contacting either the Florida Department of Transportation, Florida's Turnpike Enterprise Office, or the Tallahassee office of the Florida Department of Transportation. The study area is located in West Orange County. The study limits begin just south of the Turkey Lake Service Plaza at milepost 263 and extend approximately 10 miles northwest just past the State Road 50 interchange near milepost 273. This study also includes approximately 1 mile of the State Road 408 main line. Florida's Turnpike interchanges at State Road 408, State Road 429, State Road 50 Ocoee, and State Road 50 Claremont, Oakland are also included. The purpose of this project is to increase capacity on Florida's Turnpike mainline to accommodate future traffic volumes generated by anticipated regional growth and to improve emergency evacuation operations when needed. The need to improve this section of Florida's Turnpike is based on improving safety, accommodating traffic demand, improving travel time reliability and system linkage, enhancing Central Florida's economic viability, and enhancing emergency response and evacuation. Next, we will review how growth and development influence the purpose and need for this project. Population growth is the primary contributor to the traffic increases. In 1980, the population in Orange County was just over 470,000 residents, and Lake County's population was approximately 105,000 residents. In 2020, Orange County had over 1.4 million residents, and Lake County had over 380,000 residents. Traffic congestion on area roadways like Florida's Turnpike is directly connected to this rapid growth. For example, congestion regularly forms during the morning and evening travel periods at Florida's Turnpike Interchange with State Road 50, exit 272. The high traffic volumes also cause severe congestion on State Road 429 and Florida's Turnpike in the southbound direction between State Road 408 and State Road 429 in the morning, and in the northbound direction during the evening. The high level of traffic interaction between State Road 408 and State Road 429 also contributes to the daily congestion. The high volume of short trips that travel between the two interchanges, coupled with the large volume of regional traffic that is passing through the area, contributes to the congestion as vehicles must weave and merge within a short distance. Conditions have deteriorated over the years, and congestion is a primary contributor to crashes. Between 2018 and 2022, over 2,300 crashes were reported within the study segment. The projected population and employment growth, along with an increase in tourist traffic, will intensify the congestion on Florida's Turnpike. In fact, future year projections developed for this PD&E study show that daily traffic will increase substantially on Florida's Turnpike mainline by the year 2045. The improvements proposed for Florida's Turnpike is projected to decrease congestion and improve overall safety by minimizing weaving movements, adding capacity, and improving the interchange operations. Based on the projected travel demand and associated congestion, additional lanes will be needed on Florida's Turnpike mainline, and improvements will be needed at each interchange. The project is divided into 3 distinct segments based on physical characteristics, traffic operations, and improvement needs. Multiple alternatives were evaluated and presented at an alternatives public meeting in August 2021. The major design features of each alternative, along with cost and potential impacts, are available for review on the project website. We will now review the preferred alternative for each project segment, starting at the southern end of the project and working our way north. Segment 1 extends from just south of the Turkey Lake Service Plaza to just south of the State Road 408 interchange. Traffic projections indicate this segment needs to be widened to a total of 6 lanes in each direction. This will require the widening of Florida's Turnpike bridges over South Apopka Vineland Road and Hempel Avenue. The Gotha Road Bridge over Florida's Turnpike will remain in its current configuration. All roadway and bridge construction can fit within existing Turnpike right-of-way. However, additional property may be required for ponds. This segment currently has 4 lanes in each direction, and the analysis shows that 2 additional lanes are needed in each direction. The new lanes will be constructed on the outside of the existing lanes. Segment 2 extends from just south of the State Road 408 interchange to just north of the State Road 429 interchange. Due to the high traffic volumes projected for this segment, the short weaving distance, and high vehicle interaction between the State Road 408 and State Road 429 interchanges, a unique expressway system within a system known as a collector-distributor, or CD system, is required. The CD system separates the longer distance regional trips from the shorter local trips going between the State Road 408 and State Road 429 interchanges. The CD system requires the replacement of the McGuire Road Bridge over Florida's Turnpike. Modifications to the State Road 408 and State Road 429 interchange ramp bridges are also required and will be reviewed later in this presentation. Additional right-of-way will be required between State Road 408 and State Road 429 to accommodate Florida's Turnpike widening and potential ponds. As mentioned previously, the CD system separates the longer distance regional trips from the shorter local trips going between the State Road 408 and State Road 429 interchanges. The proposed system will include 5 mainline travel lanes in each direction to serve the longer distance regional trips. To the outside, the southbound CD system will have 3 11-foot travel lanes and 1 12-foot outside travel lane. The northbound CD system will have 2 11-foot travel lanes and 1 12-foot outside travel lane. The northbound CD system will feature a 16-foot shoulder, which could potentially be converted to a future travel lane as traffic volume warrants. The CD system will provide direct connections between State Road 408 and State Road 429. Concrete barriers are proposed between the systems to eliminate conflicts and improve the overall safety features of the segment. Together, these systems will provide the capacity needed to meet the projected travel demand and separate the movements to reduce the crash potential. This CD concept will improve traffic operation, reduce congestion, and improve the overall safety of the corridor. Segment 3 extends from north of the State Road 429 interchange to north of the State Road 50 interchange at exit 272. Traffic projections indicate this segment needs to be widened 1 lane in each direction. The new lanes will be constructed on the outside of the existing lanes. Florida's Turnpike bridges over Beulah Road and Avalon Road will also be widened. The Daniels Road, County Road 535, and 4th Street bridges over Florida's Turnpike will remain in their existing conditions. All Florida's Turnpike mainline and bridge construction can fit within existing Turnpike right-of-way. However, additional property may be required for ponds and the State Road 50 roadway improvements. As stated, the proposed improvement for Segment 3 will add 1 travel lane in each direction. There are currently 4 lanes in each direction, so the proposed improvement would provide 5 lanes in each direction. Now we will review the proposed improvements at each interchange. The State Road 408 interchange ramps will be modified to serve the projected traffic volumes, improve safety, and provide access to the proposed CD system. The existing State Road 408 ramp to southbound Florida's Turnpike will be maintained in its current location, but new or modified ramps will be provided for all other movements. Key new ramps include the connections from State Road 408 to northbound Florida's Turnpike and CD system, and a new 4-lane ramp to serve southbound Florida's Turnpike exit to State Road 408. Florida's Turnpike northbound ramp to State Road 408 will be upgraded to include the exit at State Road 408 and access to the CD system. Vehicles wishing to exit to State Road 429 will need to enter the CD system at this location. The ramp improvements require widening along State Road 408, which will result in the replacement of the Hempel Avenue Bridge over State Road 408. The new Hempel Avenue Bridge will be constructed in phases, allowing two-way traffic to be maintained for the duration of construction. Short-term closures during off-peak hours may be required for certain construction activities. For more detailed information on the proposed improvements, view the display boards located on the project website and at the in-person hearing. The State Road 429 interchange ramps will be modified to serve the projected traffic volumes, improve safety, and provide access to the proposed CD system. Improvements consist of a combination of new or modified interchange ramps. The southbound Florida's Turnpike to northbound State Road 429 exit and southbound State Road 429 to southbound Florida's Turnpike exit will retain the existing bridges, while the roadway will be modified for the new ramp alignments. The northbound Florida's Turnpike to northbound State Road 429 exit will be modified with a new bridge over the State Road 50 to Florida's Turnpike ramp connection. A new dual-lane ramp serving the northbound Florida's Turnpike to southbound State Road 429 movement is one key element of this new interchange. An additional new ramp will provide a connection to the proposed southbound CD system. The proposed modifications at the State Road 50 Ocoee Interchange will improve traffic operations and safety. A new, separated eastbound right turn lane to Marshall Farms Road will be constructed. The ramp from Florida's Turnpike will be modified, and an actuated signal that controls the new connection will be installed. The existing bridge will remain in place, but it will be upgraded to meet current criteria. The loop ramps will also be modified to improve flow along the curves. The bicycle and pedestrian facilities will be replaced or enhanced to help ensure the safety of non-motorized travelers. A modified diverging diamond concept is proposed for the State Road 50 interchange at exit 272. Florida's Turnpike mainline will be enhanced and new bridges will be constructed over State Road 50. A new 4-lane northbound exit ramp will serve the high evening traffic volume headed towards Claremont, Oakland, and Lake County. State Road 50 will be enhanced with the addition of a westbound auxiliary lane between the interchange and Oakland Avenue. A new 12-foot wide shared-use path will also be constructed along State Road 50 to enhance the pedestrian and bicycle features. Additional property will be needed to construct these improvements. Again, for more detailed information on the proposed improvements, view the display boards located on the project website and at the in-person hearing. The widening on State Road 50 will require one access management change, which involves closing the existing full median opening located between Oakland Avenue and Remington Road. Today, the median opening serves the ABC Company and provides an opportunity for U-turns. With the preferred alternative, only right-in and right-out movements will be allowed at the entrance to ABC Company. The no-build alternative is an option that is also being considered. This alternative assumes no improvements other than routine maintenance through 2045. Advantages of the no-build alternative include no impacts to the physical or natural environment, no additional right-of-way required, and no construction costs. Disadvantages include increased congestion and safety issues along the main line and at each interchange. Travel times and emergency response times will increase substantially. The no-build alternative does not satisfy the purpose and need for the project. Benefits of the build alternative include reducing congestion, improving safety, and reducing travel time by 63% in the AM and 29% in the PM. The preferred alternative was evaluated in detail to analyze potential effects to the social and economic, physical, natural, and cultural environment in accordance with state and federal regulations. These evaluations are documented in the State Environmental Impact Report, or SEIR, which is available for public review. No significant impacts are anticipated as a result of this project. The evaluation matrix summarizes the effects evaluation results of the preferred alternative in comparison to the no-build alternative. The preferred alternative improves future traffic operations and safety, but requires right-of-way, wetland, surface water, floodplain, and conservation easement impacts. The total project cost, including design, mitigation, construction, and other services, is approximately $776 million. Approximately 1.2 acres of additional right-of-way will be required to construct the proposed improvements between State Road 408 and State Road 429. Additional right-of-way will also be required to accommodate the proposed new ponds. The locations and quantities will be refined during the final design phase. Approximately 4.1 acres of additional right-of-way will be required to construct the proposed interchange improvements at State Road 50, exit 272. This project is not anticipated to cause any relocation of families or businesses. All right-of-way acquisition will be conducted in accordance with Florida Statute 339.09 and the Federal Uniform Relocation Assistance and Real Property Acquisition Policies Act of 1970, commonly known as the Uniform Act. We encourage you to call the Turnpike project manager if you have any questions regarding the right-of-way acquisition process. A Cultural Resources Assessment Survey was conducted for the PD&E Study to identify any cultural resources and assess their eligibility for listing in the National Register of Historic Places. Based on past and current survey efforts, the potential for encountering intact archaeological deposits or significant archaeological sites within the study area is low. A total of 40 historic sites are located within the project study area, consisting of 32 buildings, 3 cemeteries, 3 resource groups, and 2 bridges. No historic sites are located within the proposed right-of-way, and no historic impacts are anticipated as a result of this project. Federal and/or state protected species may be present or utilize areas within the proposed project, but no adverse impacts are anticipated. Florida's Turnpike enterprise will continue coordinating with the United States Fish and Wildlife Service and the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission regarding these species. The proposed improvements will potentially affect an estimated 12 acres of wetlands. Florida's Turnpike enterprise will mitigate wetland and surface water impacts resulting from this project's construction to meet state and federal requirements. A location hydraulic report was prepared for the project to identify potential 100-year floodplain encroachments resulting from the proposed improvements. Floodplain impacts will be fully compensated for, and there will be no net increases to floodplain stages as a result of this project. A contamination screening evaluation report was prepared for this project to identify contamination concerns within the study area. The results of the contamination screening identified no high-risk sites, 20 medium-risk sites, and 50 low-risk sites. These sites will be further evaluated during the design phase to identify options to avoid, minimize, or mitigate contamination involvement. The study area was evaluated for potential noise impacts. Impacted locations throughout the corridor were found to be potentially feasible and reasonable for noise walls. These locations are proposed for future study during design and can be seen in the noise study report prepared for this project. For more detailed information on the proposed improvements, including potential noise wall locations, visit the display boards located on the project website and at the in-person hearing. The cost for the preferred alternative is approximately $776 million in 2023 present-day costs. Design, right-of-way, and construction are included in this total. Future project phases will be evaluated during the annual project review and selection, which occurs in the fall. We continue to encourage public input to help us make this important decision. You can submit written comments at the project website, www.turnpike408to50.com, and you can mail or email your comments directly to the project manager, Michael Leo. Please send written comments to Florida's Turnpike Enterprise, P.O. Box 613069, Ocoee, Florida 34761, or via email to michael.leo@dot.state.fl.us. This information is also available on the public hearing notification and the project website. During the in-person hearing, you can also submit your written comments using the comment forms provided. While written comments and questions are accepted at any time, they must be received no later than August 17, 2023, to become part of the public hearing record. The next step is to incorporate your input on this public hearing into our decision-making process. The comment period will close on August 17th, and your input will be considered. The final PD&E document will then be provided to the Executive Director of Florida's Turnpike Enterprise for approval. The PD&E Study is expected to be complete in the last quarter of 2023. This project has and will continue to comply with all applicable state and federal rules and regulations. This concludes our presentation. We now offer you the opportunity to make a statement.